Welcome in. My name is Josh. This is Gaming Joy Channel, and we are back in No Man's Sky. Let's see if we can get this system set up. Volume looks good. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming along. I wanted to show you guys this super cool planet I found. I was just surfing around the local systems, I was looking for something. I forget what it was. Oh, look, another plant that I haven't scanned. I was looking for something and found this planet with like green grass, some like really pretty like rocks, like trees that kind of look like tropical trees and tropical plants, kind of like not completely alien, kind of alien, like red ferns, like kind of normal stuff, right? And like there's no storms on this planet. It's pretty cool. And then you got blue water. It's like a light blue, greenish blue water. It's a really pretty planet. Now, it's a very hilly planet, but it's one of the closest Earth-like planets I've ever been to, which is pretty cool and pretty fun. I just wanted to show you guys because that's kind of special, because Earth-like planets, because of the way this game is built, it takes a lot of like random generation stuff to get an Earth-based planet or Earth-like planet, right? But anyways, we're gonna go here, and this is my new outpost. So we got rid of the old base, and this is now my main base. And we're gonna be continuing on with our little storyline, playing on this base. So welcome in, thanks for watching. And if you're watching the replay, definitely hit that like button. Let the YouTube know that you like what you're watching, and we're gonna get into it. And I set up a base on that planet just so I can go back to it, because it was pretty cool. Anyway, so this is my new base, sort of. This is just where the teleporter is, and where my storage is. Speaking of storage, I think I have some stuff to put in storage. Don't I? Yes. No, I need to go here, X storage, X storage, X storage. On that planet we were just on, I was roaming around, unlocking inventory slots basically, and they have some salvage containers there, so we got a few more parts for the next expedition. But this is the planet we're on. It doesn't look that great at night. You kind of can see some floating stuff flying in the sky, and we're up on like a big huge rock floating spire mountain thing with all kinds of stuff all around. This is a dissident planet. And what that means for a dissonant planet is that there are these purple crystals everywhere, which are called, what are they called? They're called altanadium. And then you also have radiant shards, and there's a whole quest line that goes along with this stuff. But I really like these planets, and so I finished the expedition on this save. And one of the things you get from the expedition is you get a pass or a map to find a sentinel pillar. And if you've played this game at all, you'll know how awesome it is to have literally this is a viridescent planet, so it's basically a perfect planet. It's the closest to a perfect planet as you're going to get. And it's a whatever it's called. What's it called? And it's got the purple. It's a dissonant planet, so it's called the purple stuff. And I found a sentinel pillar, which means I can turn the sentinels off and just go around collecting stuff for days. But one of the cool things about this planet, and I'll show you once we fly away, is it's got blue grass, and the blue grass just looks awesome, and the plants and stuff all look really cool. All right, so we're on our quest line with trying to like build. We are building a base, and we just built a science terminal. We built that in our last one. I just moved it over here, and if we look at our log, we're in this scientific research one, and we're supposed to hire a base scientist. And then this is go expand. This one says expand and staff your new home. So we're supposed to continue on these things, and we're also supposed to do the base computer archives. There's a bunch of stuff we got to do. It's kind of hard to do all of it at once, so let's double check this. I've captured a good screenshot. Nice. Okay, so we need to go to a different planet to find a Korvax scientist. Korvax make the best scientists. And so we're gonna go on our ship, and I'll land in a random place on here and show you how cool this planet looks. Let's go up here over the hill. Let's go on the top of a hill. Right here. This planet is so cool. So it's dangerously hot fog, which basically means that every once in a while there's like a gravitational anomaly, and I don't have to deal with hazard protection. We've got some awesome, really large animals here, these big things. Most of them are nice. Some of them are not nice. That's okay. As you can see, there's one over here is coming to get me. These ones just continuously attack me. It's got some really pretty flowers and stuff. These all glow. But look at the grass. Look at that. Look at the blue grass. Looks so cool. And like all these little glowing things. It's a stunning planet. And then you also have these things floating in the air, which are like plants, and you have double butterfly birds and all kinds of stuff. And I think right over here is one of the cooler animals that's on here. And then you got these guys. Look at this guy. He's like a troll bear thing with a mask on. That's one of the animals on this planet. So cool. Except for this guy. This guy's a jerk. But you can collect the antiladinium. We don't need it yet. We don't need it yet. So, but this will be a planet when we actually go find all that stuff. So, stop, dude. And so here's the storm, right? You got a storm, weather incoming storm, and it's a gravitational anomaly, which means it makes you fly up in the air. And that's it. You don't get hurt. It just makes you fly up in the air. And I'm like floating in the air, and I have to be careful that I don't land too hard. And I don't know why my jetpack is still sounding like water, but whatever. Anyways, this is the cool planet. This is our new home base planet. It's pretty fun. It's interesting. It looks awesome at night. And yeah, there's just tons of cool stuff here. But anyways, let's head to space, because we need to go hire a scientist to do the next part of our mission. So we're going to go in here. We're going to jump into space. And as you can see from the space map, it's telling us where to get stuff. So if we look over here is another system where we're supposed to do the Corvette thing. Like that icon is a Corvette icon. There's a black hole in that system. And then this one has a pirate symbol because it's a pirate something. I don't know. Anyways, what we're supposed to do is go here. So we're gonna go there. We're gonna warp there in our ship. I didn't do anything new. I did get a little bit of an upgrade to my character because I did do the expedition again. I did it a second time, but I did it from this account. What that gave me was essentially a bunch of slots to upgrade my starship and a bunch of inventory slots for my character. So I have lots of space on my character now, lots of space to put stuff in, and I got a bunch of slots in the starship. And other than that, I didn't really get anything else, but and a bunch of Corvette parts. So when we want to build a Corvette, we'll be able to build a Corvette easy. It won't be a problem. So here we're gonna go to the space station and get a science recruit. Oh wait, who's talking to me? They left us. Duty bound to follow them, but I know where it will end. If you receive this, follow my coordinates and secure the site in case I don't make it back. Please input coordinates. So a lot of these strange messages we're getting are basically what they're doing is they're creating new quests. And so we have this like Corvette assembly thing. That's the Corvette quest. We have Dreams of the Deep, which is like an underwater quest, which we'll do eventually. This is the one we're currently doing, the base computer archives. Under Rebel Star, I don't even know what that is, but we'll have to do that eventually. Trying to track a black hole, that's another one. And then expanding the base. So this is the one we're supposed to do. Search an abandoned building for data. Find a terminal within the building. The overseer will transmit a new blueprint. We might have to do that. We'll get this guy. We'll get the scientist first since we're already here. But basically there's a lot of kind of like parallel quests that are all going on. And we have to kind of do them as best we can. Request dialect help. I already learnt how to... What? I've never seen already learnt. Help. Transmission coordinates validated. Oh, that's the Dreams of the Deep quest. The one with the waves. I don't think I need any multi-tool slots. We're gonna need to get a new multi-tool eventually. I've been looking for scanner and neutron cannon. I think it's a neutron cannon, which is the one that I have in my multi-tool. I forget. Neutron cannon and a scanner. Perfect. This is the space station that I need. Purchase upgrade modules. So we're gonna get neutron cannon, scanner. Perfect. And we only have 3 slots left, so we're gonna install those. I've been waiting for those. This makes my gun stronger, and this makes my scanner stronger. All right, and then we want to get one more of the neutron cannon. So before we go talk to the guy, the way you if you find a space station that has the type of thing that you want to buy, welcome in Joe and the Blue Zack, by the way. If you find a space station that has the stuff you want to buy, do this: come in here, get in your ship, and get out, which says a restore point, right? And then go up here, options, reload restore point. And what that'll do is it reloads into the station, and they reset their inventory. So you'll be able to buy another of anything that any upgrade that you bought. And so basically they'll only sell you one of each thing that they have in their inventory. So you have to do a restore to be able to buy multiple. So you see now it has neutron cannon and scanner again. I can buy another one. So I'm going to buy a second neutron cannon because that's all I have space for. I could purchase a new slot for 5 million. Actually might do that. There. Purchase. I'm gonna do that, and then this, I'm gonna install it here. I'm gonna get one more. So come down here, do the same thing again. I'm gonna get one more, because you can only have 3, so I'm gonna get 3. Reload restore point, which resets the store, and I'm gonna go back and get one more. And that means that I'm basically just upgrading my gun to be as powerful as possible. And I just used some of the money that I made to make my gun larger. That. Oh no, I don't want to purchase another slot. I want to... Yep. Purchase. Neutron cannon. Okay, and now... we now have our... we're going to put that there. Which one of these is the biggest? Charging speed 48, charging speed 34. This one's the best one. This one's a good one. Put this one in the supercharged slot. And so now my damage potential is 31,000. Or, yeah, 31,000. So that's pretty good, I guess. Hey, Will, welcome in. We gotta go find who's the guy we're looking for. Where is he? We have to find the science, and we've talked to most of these people. Where's the science entity guy? Is this him? Oh, this is him. This is the science officer. Hire the scientist. Sweet. I'm hiring this guy. He's gonna work for me now. Nice. Welcome in, Will. Thanks for coming along. We're I think we've talked to everyone here already. Trying to learn some Korvax words. I'm gonna see if changing my backpack, this ink stained trail, I think is giving me the bubble sound, and it's driving me crazy. And this song is driving me crazy too. All right. Okay, good. It's not doing the like sounds like water every time I use my jetpack. That was just bothering the heck out of me. All right. So what's next? Let's look at our log, because the log kind of keeps track of what you're supposed to do. We did this. We have to return to their... So this means we have to return to our base. Let's do this one. And then return to the overseer. Search an abandoned building for data. How do I find an abandoned building? Search an abandoned building. Specific charts. Site. This is an inhabited outpost. And a relic. I'm gonna use that one. So I just grabbed a couple extra charts just in case I need them, but I think I'm supposed to go to this new location here. See that location that's like a hexagon? I think that's the new location I'm supposed to go to. Let's go down. Yes, that's the right one. Expanding the base. Search the building for data. Find the terminal within the building. Oh wait, hold on. An acidic planet. I had to scan the planet before we land to find out what kind of planet I'm going into. I don't know. Abandoned structure, approximate location. Okay, let's look around. Let's use our eyes, see if we can find the building. I don't see it right away. Oh, no, it's right here. Alright. So, this is an abandoned building, I think. Yep, this is an abandoned building. Okay, but we're in the middle of a storm, so that kind of sucks. So, see these things right here? These are whispering eggs. And I don't know if they fixed it yet or not, but I'm going to try to get it the way I normally get it, and then we'll see if it works. Oh, there's a lantern. Nice. Alright, so he wants me to, like, check around in here. And you gotta be careful when you're in these abandoned buildings, because sometimes there's enemies on the roof. And they will, like, they will totally kick your butt. Okay. I don't see one. Maybe I got lucky. Alright, just checking all my stuff. Checking all the things there is to check. Alright, the last thing we have to do is go to this terminal. This is the Forsaken Terminal. We'll keep this stuff, because this stuff is important. Get some free nanites from that. User identified, terminal active, accessing schematics. The place the Overseers led me to in this long since fallen despair. So the Overseer sent me here. Its panels are buried beneath the same oily, pulsating fauna that I have seen before in long abandoned buildings. The air is fetid and damp. I power up the terminal with little hope of success, but to my surprise it buzzes noisily and springs to life. Let's analyze the schematics. My Overseer's intuition has served me well so far. I shall have to trust that these schematics contain the required data. Sweet. Did he give it to me? Did I get the data? I guess I already got it. Hold on. Let's look at the log. The Overseer's waiting for me. So the Overseer is waiting for me, and the scientific guy is waiting for me, and my base computer is still waiting for stuff. So I guess that's it. Is there still a storm? All right. So one way. Why is my multi-tool not working? Okay, so the way I like to find these, so basically what happens is, as soon as you try to collect these whispering eggs, there's an enemy that comes out of the ground, and they're a pain in the butt. And so what I like to do, and this is what I've been doing ever since I started playing, I don't know if it still works, but because it didn't work last time I tried it. But what you do is you make a little pipe, a hole in the wall down at like a 15-20 degree angle. And we go down like this. And we go down the bottom of the hole. And we point up. And we shoot the whispering eggs from the bottom. And then they fall. And then they roll down the little ramp we just made. And you can pick them up. Now these guys can't come down the hole, because they're not programmed to. So you just kind of sit at the bottom of the hole and collect your winnings. And in case it's like blocked like this, you just do boop. The eggs don't get damaged by your terrain manipulator. The problem with these eggs, the larval cores, is they disappear after a short amount of time. Now these guys you can shoot if you want. And they just explode, but more of them spawn. And as you can see, they run around, and they're always running after you. Whoop. So if you want to collect the larval cores, you can do this. You can collect like one at a time, but then keep running, because these things are constantly chasing you. So you can also do it like this. Grab one or two, run to the next set, run around the building. The problem is when these things attack you, if they hit you, they will send you flying like crazy. So So this is the other way to do it. This is the way most people do it. Like, they're right here behind me. I'm surprised they haven't attacked me yet. With the larval cores, you can't just come back and get them later. The larval cores will disappear after a few seconds, so you have to get them right away. These guys are not even, like, trying to attack me. I don't know what's going on. I guess I'm just really lucky. Or something. I don't know. Maybe they're bugged. Who knows? But these are also a really good source of nanites. These larval core things. And they show up on your HUD as a red icon. So they see there's still a couple red ones left. Yeah, there's one on the other side. So come over here. I can fly over the building. And now I'm done, so I can just leave. Where's my ship? But yeah, like, so when you play, like, if you're playing normal, like I'm playing normal mode, right? Normal mode is not that bad. You can just run away from those things, and if they hit you, they can hit you 3 or 4 times and you won't die or anything. But when you're playing like in permadeath mode, which means that when you die your save game gets deleted, you do everything you can to do things like as cleanly and efficiently as possible, and to not take risks, right? That's super important when you're playing in permadeath mode. This. But I'm not playing in permadeath mode. It's not that big of a deal. Getting my navigation things for charts. You always want to get your navigation chart things whenever you can. And you always want to pick up these base your base, this thing right here, the buried technology, because you need this to unlock base construction pieces. Extreme local toxicity detected. This place sucks. Look at that. Now when I scan stuff, I'm making like 150k for everything that I scan. Doesn't matter whether it's like plants or rocks. I'm making like 160k for everything. It's insane. Here. I'll scan you. Making lots of money. Alright, anyways. Let's go back to our other place. Oh, there's another building. You know, I don't really care about the buildings right now. I just want to get home. So you can either, every time you want to go back to your own base, you can either fly back to your own base, like warp back there, right? And if you go into the map view, your base always has the little kind of like half dome hut icon. That's always where your base is. But the quicker way to do it is not to fly there, because that wastes fuel. The quickest way is to go to the space station, land at the space station, boop, 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 and then go use the the teleporter at the base. It's the space station. That's the easiest. Because here I just go boop like this, and it's free. Goes straight to my outpost, right? Which is now my permanent base, and I'm there, right? And I don't have to waste fuel. I don't have to waste launch fuel. I don't have to do anything like that. And you can always go back to your main base from anywhere in the galaxy, even if you're in a different galaxy, which is crazy. So. All right, so we got some stuff. It looks like our outpost is telling us that we need to talk to a new archive. There's a new archive decrypted, so we need that first. Let's get that. We uncovered a new archive. Input recovery pass. I don't know what the first. I'm hella first, dude. This. What? Has. Pleased. What is this thing like? What? I think I'm just like unusing like words that I've used from different species. I think. I don't know what I'm doing here. I've never seen this before. Data recovered 27%. New data available. Search archives. Okay. I glanced back towards the wreck of my ship. Nothing more than a dot. Waiting on this plane for hours. Yet the mountains seem no closer. I look up to the sky. Additional data available. Construction logs recovered. Blueprints reassembled and paired down. Okay. Search construction. Exosuit technology extracted. Cool. Personal upgrade module synthesized from data scraps. Okay, blah, blah, blah. So I got an underwater protection module. And we're having a quote unquote storm. Which is why I built my hexagonal building with a hole in the roof. Anyways, hey, look, our scientist is here. Hi, scientist. This place needs some lights. Request aid. Yay, he taught me how to make acid and lubricant. Okay, thank you. Harvest marrow bulb and castle will do more. Create plans for microprocessors and advanced refiners. So I have to find marrow bulb. Okay, castle. Corvax will also clean windows while you're gone. Okay. Okay. Marrow bulb and cobalt. Accept. Sure, why not? Alright. Now he's going to give me something to do. So I can get marrow bulb. That's easy. And then this guy, this is the overseer. He's going to extract a storage blueprint as soon as he has the data. He's energized for the tax. Give him the data. So this is the data we found at the other place. And now I have the ability to build all of the storage containers, or 1 through 5 at least. And I have a plan for that, and I'll show you that plan later. All right. Sweet. Control 4, reset that. We need lights. Didn't I get lights? I thought I got lights. Oh, we don't actually have power here yet, so lights isn't going to help. Actually, do you need power? Lights for power?
Incoming storm.
No, I thought I got lights. I guess not. Huh. I thought I unlocked lights. Buildable technology. No. No. Oh, here we have a bunch of these timber stuff. Stone. Alloys all purchased. core is all purchased. Alright, well, I guess I can't get lights yet. Alright, whatever. Return to the space to contact Apollo. So we can actually go back to the Apollo thing. The other one is this guy, the scientific research. He wants me to get some stuff. Do I have marrow bulb already? I might. Let's go to Starship. I don't have marrow bulb. I have marrow bulb and cobalt. All right. All right. Well, let's go find a cave. Like, this is a storm right now. I'm in a storm, and all it does is create a gravity where I can just like fly around in my. I can fly around with my jetpack for forever and ever. I need to find a cave. I haven't seen any caves on this planet. I can't see anything in this storm. Go to another planet, I guess. Alright, I guess we'll... Oh, actually. I just saw something. Ooh, I knew I saw something. Sweet. This is a monolith is what it's called. And with every monolith, there's a bunch of different... They look different each time. But there's always 3 knowledge stones around it, and you can learn words for whatever species you're on. And if you go here to the monolith, right? The monolith is important. And now it's giving me this like thing. If you read it, and you're supposed to try to figure out what to do next. So the poor animal is broken its neck in some power possession. The first spawn. Something, something, something. What are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to kill the creature or leave it alone? I don't remember what the answer is. I'm going to leave it alone. I don't know what happened. Maybe I wasn't supposed to leave the creature alone. I guess I was supposed to shoot the creature because it just exited me out. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna look at the thing here to see if there's any caves. No, there's no caves. I need a cave system to get marrow bulbs, and I don't really feel like looking for one. Okay, not important. We'll just remember that we need that. Log. We're gonna go back to this one, Ghost in the Machine. Because we're trying to do the Apollo storyline first. We'll do the other ones afterwards. Report to Apollo the news of your base and staff. Return to space to interact. So now that we're in space, we talk to Apollo. Now, Apollo is part of the Artemis storyline, so... How's the base? Make sure you hire a few staff. What are the units for if you... What are units for, if not to assert dominance over your fellow life forms? But on to more important things. If you're going to work with me, your equipment needs to be good condition. We can't have you dying out there. Not yet, at least. You can find nanite clusters scattered in abandoned buildings and other damaged machines. Ironic, really. The same structures the Sentinels destroyed will lead to their deaths. Trade these nanite clusters with the merchants at space stations to get the technology you need. And communication. Oh, and one last thing. Take this personal force field blueprint. You're going to need it. Consider it a gift. My little investment into your partnership. And we got a personal force field. Whoopity-doo. That doesn't help me. Install the personal force field. Okay, fine. It's on the multi-tool. I'm glad I left a thing open. Okay. There you go. Collect nanites to buy technology upgrades. Purchase upgrade modules. Okay. I don't need to collect nanites. I have plenty of nanites. But what I can do is show you guys the reason we got those. I don't need that right now. We have enough of that. The reason I got those, what are they called? Larval cores is this. Come in here. Give some fuel. Begin. 500 nanites. Boop. For a stack of 10. 300 nanites. And basically like those two little stacks that I just processed gave me 800 nanites, which is like more than enough to buy any S-class upgrade. Which is pretty awesome. Alright. Let's go in here. And maybe we need to buy something. I don't know. I don't know. What does this guy want? Just another 500 nanites. I'm already super updated, Mr. Apollo. I don't know what you need me to do. Like more upgrades than I know what to do with. Maybe get a personal force field or something. Yeah, what's up? Hey, Gek dude. Underwater, that one's good. Thermal, sure. Radiation, sure. Okay. Oh, wait. I should sell. Purchase, sell. I just bought a new, the beak. So I'm selling these underwater and thermal ones that I got because I don't need them. And I'm just going to keep the S-class ones because those are the best. So this goes here. This goes here. And this goes here, I guess. I need crystal sulfide. Let's see if this guy has what I need. Trade, cargo, and something. Offer to trade. No, he doesn't have what I need. I don't think so, nope. Alright, I'll check these other guys real quick. I don't think they're gonna have what I need. I need ammonia, which is not something these species usually carries. And you can talk to all the pilots and just buy stuff off them if you have the money. Nope. Alright. They don't have it. Ghost in the machine. Collect nanites to buy technology upgrades. I mean, maybe I have to go back to space or something. Like, I just did what he told me to do. Search for Artemis and the mysterious Apollo. Purchase technology, the anomaly. Wait, hold on. Does this one say, oh, purchase new technology blueprints of the space anomaly. Oh, we have to go to the space anomaly. I did the wrong thing. I didn't read. They want me to go to the space anomaly. So let's bring the space anomaly to us. You can basically bring the anomaly wherever you are, and warps in kind of. Think of like the space anomaly as like not in real space, and you just summon it and it just comes to you. But it's one anomaly. It's just it always is wherever you need it to be, or something. All right, so we always come through here and we do the same things when we come through. You gotta have yourself a pattern. Come in, talk to Helios. Hey, what's up, Helios? He's gonna ask me for something. I'm gonna say, he's gonna be like, oh, give data. And then anything that I've scanned since the last time I talked to him, he's gonna give me nanites for. Same thing with Ares. Ares is like, hey, blah blah blah. Today he wants storm crystals, transmit milestone data. And he gives me a bunch of nanites. I don't have any storm crystals with me, so can't do that. Collect nanites at biotechnology buildings. Technology blueprints at the space anomaly. See, I've already bought all the blueprints that I want. Let's see. Got that. I don't have very much salvage data. I don't need this stuff yet. I don't need underwater stuff yet. These are all decoration, decoration, decoration. Illuminations. Yeah, I got the lantern. I got the lights. Whoops. I got the wall lights. I got a bunch of lights. Just can't use them yet. Sweet. I'll get that. Okay. I got that. Let's go over here. Oh, this is the guy. Look, see how it has the icon over the head? Anytime there's an icon over someone's head, you're supposed to do what it tells you to do. So he wants me to get the survey device. Which one's the survey device? This one. See? It said something about industrial surveying. Learn the mineral extractor. Mineral extractor. Learn construction blueprints. Okay, I need that. This is just putting me onto yet another freaking quest. I don't want to do that. I'll do that later. This is so confusing. There's so much stuff going on. I did this. See, I'm learning these things. That's great. I don't care right now. Starship upgrades. I already got all the starship upgrades that I want. I don't know what else I can buy. Like, it's telling me I have to buy stuff, but I don't have anything else to buy. Whatever. This is one thing I don't like about this game, is sometimes you get stuck and you don't know what to do, even if you've done what it tells you to do. and you don't know what you need to trigger the next thing. No, I don't need that. Thank you. I already have coordinates. What's this saying I need? Collect expedition rewards. Yeah, I don't want to collect expedition rewards. I don't need them right now. This is what it wants me to collect. Raid abandoned buildings for nanites. Okay, maybe I have to do the raiding first. Okay, fine, whatever. Maybe it wants me to raid first, and I didn't do the raiding first. Like, it's just like, it's sometimes just not clear what you're supposed to do, and that just drives me crazy. And of course, it's giving me an approximate location, which doesn't help. That's not the abandoned building right there. This is the abandoned building over here. They always look the same. And again, see it with the dead things outside? Okay. Get some more goop, I guess. I have a lifetime supply of that stuff. I found a body. It's unlike anything I've ever seen. There's a species like it. If there's a species like it, then I hope they're all dead. At first I thought it was some tragic remnant of a matter transfer tech malfunction. Cage of bones and flesh. But no. Some horror of twisted evolution warped by cruel nature. I can't help the picture would have looked like alive. I cannot help fear that it will live again. Analyze data log. I discover something coded deep inside the long dead traveler's log. Something that will aid me on my own journey. And we get nanites. Okay. Now we've done that. Now that we've done that, visit a multi-tool technology trader in a Viking system. Okay, we have to go to a Viking system, I guess. Okay. See, those are the things that are not nice. So I'm just going to run around and collect these things. Boopity boop. Where'd the other one go? I lost one. Oh.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
So the sneaky way of doing it takes a lot of setup, right? It takes a lot of time and effort to dig the holes, because you have to go around the whole building digging all the holes first and then come back later and actually go down the holes. Any red ones? No. I saw a... What is this? Oh, that's something new, actually. They added that. Localized stuff. Alright, anyways. Let's get out of here. Middle of a storm. Let's take it off. Where are we going? We're gonna go here. We need to go find a multi-tool merchant, apparently. Visit the technology merchant aboard the space station. So we're going back to the space station now. I think this part is kind of teaching you how to, like, buy upgrades. Even though I already know how to buy upgrades, obviously. But we'll just play along. So I'm supposed to talk to this guy now. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know very many Gek words yet, so it's kind of hard to talk to him. Offer nanite clusters. He's going to offer me a new powerful modification for my multi-tool. He gave me a bolt caster module. That's super awesome, dude. Thanks for nothing. Thanks. Okay, good job. That was great. I don't need you for whatever you just gave me. Is this where I got the upgrade last time? Yeah. I don't need anything else. Okay, cool. Do I need more shield? I think I already have 3, so no. Alright, next is return to space, contact Apollo. Okay. Follow that. I got your upgrade. It was not a very good one, but I got it. Let's contact Apollo. Hey, Apollo. I'm not alone. I know you, traveler. I know where you've been. I know where you're going. Who's this? Is this another quest to do? There's no need to hurry. Okay. Who are you? You're not gonna tell me? You will find us when the time is right. Us. Oh, Apollo's trying to talk to me now. Are you ready? I'm sure I'm ready. Make sure you are. This job isn't gonna be a small one. You might be not be heading back to that base of yours for a while. Okay, fine. I don't need to go back there. Good, let the hunt begin. I've detected a Korvax installation on that world of yours. The interference in your transmission is a giveaway. It might be disguised in the style of another species, but don't be fooled. The synthetics just delight in espionage. You're a robot, dude. I'm not robotic. I was born just like you were. There is no word for this flesh. What organs I've left are transferred to the shell. This is who I am. I'm sorry for you, dude. Sorry. I got the revenge when the time came. What's done is done. Okay? Cool. So start from the hypothesis the Sentinels use portals to get around. How do they activate it? We need to observe. We need to summon them. What better way to attack a secret Korvax factory? They are both robotic life forms. Too much in common. Too much coincidence. Enter the factory and hack the terminal within. If we gain data about the Sentinels, good. If not, we have summoned enough of them to trace any energy spikes to this world of yours. The portals will be ours in no time. Alright. Thank you. He's sending me to get to a hidden something or other. Okay. Are we going back to that same stupid acid planet? I don't like the acid planet. No, don't get me wrong. They keep adding cool stuff. But some of the cool stuff, like the localized storms, I'm not super fan of. Not because I don't like them, but because visually they're a little bit too much. And it makes it really hard to see what you're doing or where you're supposed to be going or whatever. So we're supposed to find a secret Korvax facility around here. Let me look. Okay, over here. Apparently this is a secret Korvax facility. Okay. I'm supposed to infiltrate this? There's sentinels hanging out. Mm-mm. Uh-oh. What's gonna happen? Okay, that didn't work. I blew open the door. Okay, I'm inside. Sweet. I broke in. Sentinels are searching for me, but they can't search indoors, so I might get by without them, like, finding me. The alarms are going off. Maybe we have to turn the alarm off. Okay. Chromatic metal, we have that. Pure ferrite, we have that. Sodium, we have that. Does that turn the alarm off? Nope. Zzz, zzz. The terminal houses an upgrade module for my X-suit. However, I find a few clues for Apollo. Sweet. It seems the Korvax within left word this many days ago. Apparently recalled on a priority transmission their species flotilla. Something has them worried. Probe the logs. This place that seems to have been more than just a factory. It was a home to a Korvax that lived within its walls. It appears they were experimenting with autonomy from their collective. Examine video feeds. One of the internal sensors has recorded movement in the facility. It shows footage. Shows me some footage of the vents at my feet. There is something in here with me. Shine light upon it. It's a small, hairy creature shaking your fate. It cries out. The animal appeals to live here for quite some time. There is a nest in the corner, vestiges of food in a small dish, and even a few clumsy toys and trinkets. The animal seems to have been a companion of the Korvax. My scanner tells me that the creature is gravely ill. It will die no matter what intervention occurs. I'm gonna euthanize it. Okay. And I deactivated the sentinels. So that's cool. I thought you were deactivated, dude. Just stop following me. And I can come in here because I have the Atlas passes. Not everyone has Atlas passes, I understand. But you can get the Atlas passes and, like... all I'm doing is getting a bunch of carbon for free. Sometimes there's better stuff in here in these things to unlock. Sometimes it's just carbon, you know. But carbon is used so much that it's always good to have extra. So all I'm doing here is I'm not actually pointing at every one of the things. I'm just holding down the E key. And it will, if you hold down the key, it will just go to the next available thing that's relatively in the same direction that you're facing. So you can quickly search all of these plants without actually targeting each and every one of them. Because targeting each one of them can be really annoying. Okay, so now I have to go back to Apollo to make contact. Okay, we're gonna head out. Oh, forgot to check this. There's a sentinel there. He's like not sure what to do. There's a bunch of sentinels outside. If I wanted to fight the sentinels right now, I could. I don't want to. Where's my ship? Here it is over here. Always get your location data. That means you can buy maps whenever you want, which is always fun. Yep. By the way, we should be doing something with this. Let's... Oh, we have some larval cores. Let's get the nanites from that. Larval core begin. Let's go here. Let's turn this into iron. Give our refiner something to do while we're sitting here. Let's go back to space. Whoa, I almost just ran into something. Like some kind of spaceship or something. Oh, Apollo's talking to us. What's up, Apollo? Good work. Your attack on the factory paid off. Did you get any useful data? No. No matter, we have what we need. Okay. This guy's weird. He recorded signal flares and the sentinels started to appear. Energy streams sparked from beneath the planet's surface, moving from monolith to monolith. Oh, interesting. We must be on the right track. Examine these structures. They are all linked. I know it. I'll attune your scanner to sentinel energy signals. We will soon have our prey. Good luck. Speak to you on the other side. Okay. Bring word of Apollo's plan to Nada. Okay. Let's do that. Okay. And again, the quickest way to get to Nada is to jump from that building to that building and jetpack up here. Hey, Nada. What new knowledge? Apollo entity is known to you? Explain this plan. Traveler entity is not known to Nada, yet they know Artemis entity, who themselves no longer recalls Nada. You bring news that alarms Nada. What else does our home fail to see? Polo friend has kept us safe. Nada's carapace has been Nada's, and Nada's only for many years outside the cycle of data. We help others escape. Nada has peace here. Those who hunt us cannot see us. Nada does not want it to end. But better to understand and know it comes for us. Do not stop on our account. Okay, so she's basically telling me to go do whatever I was told to do. Not as alarmed. It is exciting to see where the model fails. If we are wrong, then we are more friends than we realized. Ask about Sentinels. We don't need those other two. Novel Apollo applies himself with a Viking, enjoys to hunt Sentinels. Good, but it will not work. They will always come. It is beyond us to change. Everywhere our home has been, the hunters will follow. Okay. Well, fine. All right. Activate a portal. So we're going to go activate a portal. That's pretty fun. Follow the Sentinel energy trace. New guide entry unlocked. Oh. I have to perform a scan. I forgot to scan. And it's going to tell me where to go. Ley line link detected. Go find a ley line. All right. So portals are basically your ability to teleport to any system in any planet in any galaxy in any universe. So, and there's a set of coordinates that you need to figure that out. And so basically anytime, if you look, actually, if I go here, oh, I can't do that here. Once I get out of my ship, I can do it. Actually, no, should be able to take a screenshot here. If you go into photo mode, see how in photo mode, if you're in photo mode, either on foot or in your ship, the bottom left-hand corner, do you see this little set of addresses or set of glyphs? There should be 12 glyphs for an address, and each glyph can be one of 16 characters. And that address system is basically the how you get to any planet, anywhere, at any time. But we don't have any glyphs to be able to activate a portal, so we're gonna have to figure out how to get glyphs. We don't have any yet. Actually, we might have one. I might have gotten one, but I'm not sure. Okay, so we're supposed to look. We need... It's not this thing, even though the first time I landed on one of these planets, I thought it was. It's probably over the hill here. So monoliths always look the same. Or they look relatively the same. So we're just circling around, trying to find the building they're trying to send us to. We can always land and do this search thing the way they want us to do it if we really want to, but kind of like trying to find it on my own. It's usually within like 1,000 units of where you land. But it looks like it's not happening today. Alright, so let's land here. This is the approximate location. We could get out, use our scanner. It's going to tell me it's 400 units that way. We were over there. I looked over here. I don't see anything over here. I'm trying to climb a silly hill here. Come on. Oh, here it is. I don't know why I didn't see that before. Alright, so this is what they're telling us to go to. This is a marker beacon. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know what to expect as I approach the structure. An army of sentinels, perhaps? Some gateway through which I'll find Artemis? But in the shifting structure of the monolith, I can feel something else. A story. A vision. It is already burning into my eyes. Activate it. Whatever that means. The Traveler. Arrival. Dun, dun, dun. The Traveler awoke beneath the shadows of a red star. A red star. Through the lovely cosmos they fled, lonely, yearning for purpose and meaning. They found the anomaly, an aberration, a door to heavens. No Gek, no Viking, no Corvex could see it. Only the Traveler could perceive the portal that they did not know how to step through. They did not know the secret language, the glyphs. They did not yet grasp the price of the final truth. Witness the glyphs. I am filled with the knowledge of the ancient traveler. I see glyphs in my mind, part of the code I need to activate a portal. As I depart, I spot a sentinel drone in the distance. It moves away quickly. Oh. Am I supposed to fight these guys? What? 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 Okay.
Warning. Sentinel combat unit deployed.
I'm not. Let them search for me. I don't care. If you have sentinels chasing after you, just dig a hole, hide in a hole. Don't do anything. And then eventually they will get deactivated. And you can be done. You don't have to actually fight the sentinels. It works 99% of the time. But I actually need this. Remember how the Korvax at my place was asking me for cave marrow? Yeah, it's the one thing I don't have. So maybe there's some good caves on this planet. Leylang link detected, tracing the source. Oh, it's on another planet. Okay. Where's my ship? Where's my ship? How close is my ship? It's gotta be pretty close, right?
Technology recharge.
Okay. These things are cool. Hexaberries. There's my ship. Okay, so I think to be able to do the ley line thing, they're going to make me triangulate. So now I have to go this one on another planet. Glyph sets recovered. 1 out of 3. Alright. So, it's helping me find the ley lines. Now, when I played this the first time when I started playing No Man's Sky years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago, this is where I got stuck. And I got stuck at some point where I couldn't move on. And it was super, super annoying. Okay. We are on this planet. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, it took me straight to the source, not an approximate location. That's pretty cool. Alright, so each of these has always, as I said before, there's always 3 things around. Or almost always. So look around for the stones to be able to learn your words. Because it is like one of the... It just helps everything if you learn as many words as possible. I guess this one only has 2. Alright, so we're going to talk to this. Blah, blah, blah. As I approach the structure, I feel the same burning sensation in my eyes. There's nothing to read, and yet I'm more aware of these words than anything I've ever known. Activate. The Traveler. Sin. The Traveler found a way. They always did. The first drone screamed when it was cut open. Within the shattered memories of the Sentinels, the traveler found the glyphs they needed. They passed through the gateway, emerging before the face of omnipotence. The traveler asked the Atlas how many worlds were left to visit. They saw there had been so many in their life they did not wish to die before they saw them all. And the Atlas answered. That's how many planets are in this game. So, like... That's how many planets are in this game. See how many commas there are? That's how big this game is. It's insane. Witness the glyphs. I'm filled with knowledge of an ancient traveler. I see glyphs in my mind, another piece of the code. I think of the Atlas. I've encountered this name many times in my travels, yet its true nature still eludes me. My vision fills me with fear. Alright. Awesome. Is there any... Oh, that's a good one. We'll get this. Get some floating crystals while we're here. These are always useful. These are kind of a random occurrence, but you should grab them when you see them. You're basically allowed to... You basically get the ability... You need the optical drill or something like that, or the advanced mining laser to be able to... get these crystals, but when you examine them, they give you gold and silver and platinum and stuff, so... Just free stuff to collect. I'm looking around for like a cave or something. Okay, another ley line. Oh, cave. That's what I wanted. I wanted a cave. Really? I want the cave marrow. I don't care about anything else. I just want the cave marrow. Where's the cave marrow? You can only find cave marrow in caves, so I have to find the cave marrow. How much cave marrow did I get? I don't even know. 47? That's probably not enough. Come on, where is it? There it is. I see it off this side. Okay, that's all I wanted. I just wanted some cave marrow. Where's my ship? Where's my ship? Scan the bird. Make some money. Hi, Spider-Man. They did not like me grabbing that sac venom. I don't even know what sac venom is. I just grabbed it. Is this? Oh, it's worth a ton of money. Look at that. 500k for just that little thing I grabbed. Okay. And so these, you can, the glowing minerals, you turn into these things, which can sell for, all of this stuff sells. And you can turn a lot of it in things that, like, that sells for more. Like this sells for 25 grand, but if I come in here and do this and take the dirty bronze, it converts into silver. This silver is worth more than the dirty bronze was. The dirty bronze was worth 25 grand. The silver is worth 250 or 49 grand. So if you take the time to refine each of these, you actually get more value for whatever the thing was. Oops. So Aronium is worth 25 grand. It makes 250 silver, which is worth 46 grand. Right? So you can do that if you want. I'm not... don't care that much. Anyways, let's get back on our starship. And you don't want to get into your starship when the Sentinels are searching for you, because then it'll trigger a Sentinel starship, which is even harder to get rid of than the Sentinels themselves. So you don't want to do that. Ooh. And I can see a whole bunch of cave marrow just sitting here. That's not what I wanted to use. I don't really know how much the science guy wants, so I'm just getting a bunch. Anyways, knowledge 1, 2, 3. Remember, there's always 3. Another ley line thing. Okay. I have no idea what that says. Everything in here is tinted with that same red, same unobservable crimson that fills my vision when I blink. I can only hope this structure holds the final glyphs, and that my trial at these ruins is nearly over. Activate. I don't know. The Traveler, a purpose. The Atlas told the Traveler they were first of their kind, that a multitude would follow. Each would be endowed with the same noble soul, and each able to travel from planet to planet with eternal solitude. Okay, cool. The first Traveler rejected the gift of the Atlas. This was not what they hoped for. What was the purpose of infinity if you could not see it all, if you were alone, or that one day you may die? The first Traveler cursed the Atlas and claimed that they would find a way to survive no matter the cost. Okay. All of these worlds, all time itself, would be for the Travelers to witness. Witness the glyphs. I'm filled with the knowledge of an ancient Traveler. I see the final glyphs in my mind, the final portion of the code. Okay. I don't know what that means. Wait, actually, I should probably scan. Follow the Sentinel energy trace to the portal glyphs. Ley line link detected. That's what I thought. Okay, where am I going? Going over there. And that over there is pretty far away. So whenever it's far away, head up above the clouds into space, and then point down. And if you get high enough into space, you'll be able to use your warp jets to speed up the trip. Apparently I didn't get high enough, so oh well. I'm almost there. And finally we'll be able to get off this planet. This planet sucks. It's horrible. Not fun at all. Gateway detected.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
That was a not very skilled landing. Now check this out. So this is a gateway. What does this remind you of? What does this remind everyone of? Yeah, Stargate. So anyways, this is how you activate it normally, but we're gonna do it this is like the learning way, so you don't actually need this stuff yet. Traveler anomaly confirmed. Breach. I approach the portal. I think of passing through it and idle of every passing thought and idle wish that led me to this moment. Within this gateway, I might find Artemis. I might find the source of the Sentinels. I might find a whole new universe. But it is more than this. This is not fate. I'm making a choice. A leap of faith is somewhere out there in the dark. I will find who I'm meant to be. Input the glyphs. I step forward, not knowing what will be on the other side, but I feel deep in my heart the call towards a deeper truth. This will be the start of everything. All right. So what do? Do I go in? Here we go. I always do this. I always like try to boost jump through it. This is the first time I'm jumping through a gateway. I don't know where I'm going. I'm going somewhere. I'm on a planet I've not been to before. I'm on another one of these bladed planets. Okay. Breach, gate detected. Warning, anomalous, secret detected. Atlas protocol initiated, 16. What's going on? Whoa, hold on, what's going on? What is going on? What? What now? Oh. Wait, what is this? Beam aboard a Corvette. I'm not from a Corvette. Ooh, I learned the Atlas word for Atlas. So before you go visit the podium, you can run around to all these spots on the floor that have the little orbs on them, and each one of them will teach you a word. Or it has a chance to teach you a word. Not everyone you touch is going to teach you a word. Only some of them will. So I always try to get as many of them as I can, because this is the only time in which you can learn these words. Sometimes they just disappear right as you walk up to them. Sometimes you actually get to do stuff. Yeah, I think right now it's just walking away. But if I was doing the normal Atlas path, it would let me learn words. But apparently today, it's not letting me. So come up here. And what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to search. We got some warp cells. And now we have to talk to the Atlas interface. This is creepy. The text blinks before me. It waits input. Who is this? Hello, world. Computer joke. An audio recording plays, echoing out across the vast interface. We were once travelers. We once aspired to be more than dirt and dust. Audio clicks, time passes. Show me a world, Atlas. Show me something no one has ever seen before. The voice ends. The interface grows still and silent and awaits my command. Perform a diagnostic or wipe the system. I'll perform a diagnostic. It has been a lot of years. Is that whatever above is above billions, trillion, above trillion, I think. 64% of worlds operating with expected parameters. Subroutine Sentinel status error. Subroutine Glass status operational. 4,000 breach attempts. Subroutine Traveler status operational. 458 critical warnings. Exo mine structural integrity compromised. Immediate repairs required. Initiate personality interface. Yes, why not? Traveler. Reality fades. Everything does. My body, my voice, my soul, all of it speaks to me. The Atlas stands before me in all its might. This thing is creepy. I want to ask about Artemis. I want to find them, but something is happening to me. I need to get out of here. I need to scream. This is crazy. I try to scream, but I have no mouth, no form. That was messed up. I don't even know what's happening right now. Okay. Now I'm on another planet. I'm on a snow planet. My ship is not nearby. What? Locate and board my starship? 282, 507, 350. Okay, well, we're on a frozen planet, so let's... and there's a rolly ball. I don't know what that was, but I scanned it. Okay, we gotta head to my starship. Those kind of not enemies, animals, whatever. They're not normally on ice planets. They're usually on lush planets. It's kind of weird. Don't care about you. Oh, how's this doing? It's probably running out of fuel already.
Technology recharge. Units received.
Might as well make some money while I'm on this planet. I don't even know where I am. Am I in a system? Where am I? All I know is this planet. I'm in a new planet that's discovered today by me. Okay. Well, there's my ship. Let's check this. That. We'll get some more goop later. What do we get? Oh, a nice. We got a mining beam module. Nice. Boundary separation failure. Anomaly containment prepared. Broadcast. Traveler anomaly ticket. Anomaly is compliant. Position logged. Okay. Oxygen. Oxygen. There's always 4 oxygen near wherever you start your starship. So don't forget to grab it. I don't know what I just scanned, but I did. This is an interesting planet. You look crazy. Alright. Let's see if my ship is damaged. Maybe I have to fix something? Yep, it's damaged. I escaped to my ship, glad of something familiar in this strange world. Where is the portal taking me? I was caught in the gravity of that infernal machine, not strong enough to resist. I identified itself as Atlas, the entity that so many worship and fear. No sign of Artemis. Oh, no trace of the Sentinels. Why did it even step through the gateway? Why did I follow this path? To rescue Artemis, of course. Is it true or is it just a lie I tell myself? It's the kind of thought a noble person might have. Artemis was in need of assistance, but did I really risk my life just for them? There is something more, some other yearning. I stare at the console, an opportunity presents itself once more. There's an inbound transmission emerging from a location on this very planet. You are not alone. Keeps telling me that stuff. Is it the same words that led me to Artemis long ago? Could it be them? Did Artemis meet the Atlas as I have? I don't know. I have to fix my launch thrusters. Luckily, I have more stuff than ever. Just stuff on top of stuff. Actually, I could probably use another mining beam module. Install. Nope. I have too many. 16, 21. That one's mining. Guess not. Okay. Did I fix everything? Is that the only thing that got damaged? That's the only thing that got damaged. A signal echo. Locate the source. Okay. Where? Arrive in 34 seconds. So the higher up you are, the faster you can fly. So if you need to travel distances, just go higher. If you need to go even go into space, go into space. Always go as high as you can. If you fly at ground level, you'll okay. I'm gonna land and search. Figure this out. 439 that way. Let's recharge. Let's recharge my S-class upgrade for cold, since I'm in a cold planet. Signal scanning. Please don't tell me it's at the bottom of this ravine. Alright, I gotta jump. So if you're jumping like that, just be careful. Because you hit the ground, you could die. So always leave a little bit of boost left to be able to land. Trying to get up this big hall, this big wall. It's supposed to let me keep boosting infinitely, but it's being weird right now. Come on. Gosh. Come on. I'm like stuck. Dude, what am I searching for? I'm like not getting any closer. Yeah, whatever. Might as well collect some frost crystals while we're here. You can just hold down your E key and run by.
Thermal protection.
Okay, where am I supposed to go? What do you mean 74? There's nothing here. Oh. Oh, here we go. This is Artemis's unknown grave. I approach the source of the signal. A hologram appears. It is Artemis, but there's only silence, the slow pulse of cosmic noise in the signal. Ask who is there. If Artemis can hear me, they make no sign. The hologram just stares. It's strange, but I feel a sense of deja vu, as if I've been here before, right at this very moment. Ask what's wrong. As I move closer, Artemis' projection begins to speak, their words punctuated by strange static. They came, watch closely, machines, murderers, against the voice falls silent. The projection looks at me. Something is very wrong. Scan it. I scan the hologram. It bears the exact same signature as every other transmission I've received from Artemis. There is no artillery source for the signal. Everything that I've said appears to have come right in front of me. As I stand there, Artemis begins to speak. We are called to them. We are beloved. Anomaly, they, Bolo watching us, tracking. Mistake, abandoned. It wasn't, though, the portal. Please, don't trust. I'm afraid. Aren't you? Comfort Artemis. Projection fizzle away to more static. This is an echo that is all that is left of the entity known as Artemis, the grave of a glitch data trapped in a sunless reality. My friend is dead. Perhaps they were never alive. I must tell Apollo what I have seen. That's kind of creepy. In all honesty, that's like super creepy. Can I check it anymore? Okay, I'm not turbo jumping up this silly, stupid, tall thing anymore. We're just gonna call our starship somewhere. There. It's good. No, you didn't find anything. Nope. You didn't find anything. Nope. It was just me. Alright, where am I going? Hollow terminus detected. Okay, I assume that's what I need next. Tell Apollo about the portal and Artemis. Use the hollow terminus. How far away is this? 11 seconds. It's a cool planet. But I would not want to be stuck on this planet because this planet has really tall, like, walls of... Yeah, would not want to walk around this planet on foot. That would not be fun. Habit. Remember what I said. There's always one of these things just to the left of the front door of a damaged machinery. There's always one there. That's the way the game works. There's different distances away, but there's always one there. Check this, check this, check that. Free stuff. Always try to get your free stuff when you can. Free health, free nanites. Then back to the task at hand. Oop. Well, we got a whole bunch of the storyline Oh, no, 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 no. I like stepped off the thing. You have an NMS community called NMS Forever with 170 members. Nice. Nice, GC. That's a lot.
Thermal protection falling.
For me, it almost is forever because I keep coming back to this, right? You know, I keep coming back to this game. Network compromised. Manual override required. There's no signal matches for Artemis or Apollo. The terminal is a stream of warnings and errors. Perform manual override. Some new frequency shimmers into being. Oh, great. Break, break, break. Data stream overridden. What the hell? Oh my gosh. Seriously? Who's this guy? What's up, Null? You are not alone. I know I'm not alone. Tell me, what's the point living if we know that life will finish? Death does not erase life. But it does. All those moments gone. Everything that came before. Meaningless. Okay, whatever. I know you, traveler. I know you've been. I know where you're going. No, you don't. What if I told you that Artemis could be saved? What if I told you that Artemis could live once more after a fashion? What would you do then? I would do it, totally. Like a fool to rush in, eager to do whatever you're commanded. You reminded me of myself, you know. Okay. The blood of Artemis Data is data. His heart is a glitch. I can help you retrieve them both. Oh, that's kind of cool. We require a mind arc, a receptacle for their soul. Can you do that for me? Yes. I am reactivating Artemis's frequency. Speak with them when you are ready. The stranger offers me blueprints for something called a mind arc, a device they claim will allow me to restore Artemis to life. Accept. I accept not knowing the stranger or what they possess in something of adventures, but if there's a chance that I can help Artemis, I will take it. Okay. Mind Arc, Soul Engine. What's up, Artemis? Artemis repeats these words endlessly, unable to see my face or hear my voice. I must craft the Mind Arc before I can help him further. Okay. Okay. Mind Arc. I need a soul engine. To make a soul engine, I need cadmium. Oh, you know what? I had cadmium too. I had a bunch of cadmium on my starship. Didn't I? I think I converted it all into frickin'... I converted all the cadmium into whatever. In a galaxy map, search for red solar system to find cadmium. So I have the cadmium drive. Let's see if we can get some cadmium quick. I also need a pearl. Alright, let's go get some cadmium. I thought I had some, but I guess I converted it or something. Report the appearance of null to nada. Let's go find a cadmium system. GC. I don't remember. Red stars, yellow. What's the first letter for red stars? I forget. This a red star? I think that is. No, I don't want a freighter battle right now. Come here, jerk. Kick your butt. Who's shooting at me? Two more left.
Hostile ships defeated.
Yay! I beat the pirates. Blah 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 blah. I don't know what he said. That's a planet in distress. That's not what I wanted. Captain of the freighter. They just for me to come on board.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Where is the freighter's data? Didn't it say there was a freighter for me to go talk to or something? Where is it? I think it switched to this. There, that's what I wanted. Where am I going? Oh. Onto this dinky little freighter? Okay. I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to the captain. Blah, 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 blah. Control panel. Inspect. C-class. No, I don't want that. No, I don't want this freighter. This is not a good freighter. Request payment. Thank you. You're welcome. How do I get out of here? Oh, teleporter. Okay. Back to what we were doing. Totally got distracted by a freighter battle just because it was my 10th warp. High energy planet. Cadmium. This building of a landing zone. No landing zone. Nope. Oh, look. A curious deposit. So this is something kind of cool. People build bases around these things. I don't really care right now. But if you wanted to make a lot of money, or a lot of nanites, I already have a lot, so I'm not going to mess with it too much. But basically, that's not what I wanted to do. If you shoot runaway mold, it runs away. Get it? Runaway mold. Haha. And then you get this runaway mold, and you can convert all of that into nanites, which is how I've gotten a lot of the nanites that I have. Because I got a lot of that nanites during the recent expedition. But finding these is pretty rare. Finding these like collections of runaway mold is pretty rare. They don't disappear when they run away, and you have to mine them like this. And then when you get the runaway mold stuff itself, cadmium 317 looks good enough for me. Anyways, when you get the runaway mold, you then have to refine the runaway mold into nanites, and it takes forever. So if you have lots of time to kill and lots of time to waste, and you find a set of runaway mold like that, you can build a base around it. And then if you farm it, and then you get either fly or teleport or whatever 600 units away from the runaway mold. If you get 600 units away, it will respawn. You can go back to your base and harvest it all, collect it all, and do it over and over and over again. And I think I did that during the expedition. I showed you that, the guys, that during the expedition. But this is what, like, it's like finding that on your own, just out in the wild, not going to someone else's base that has it. It's a good way to build up nanites if you really want to get a lot of nanites. One of the reasons to build up a lot of nanites is for your weaponry. So the gun that I have, the weapon that I have, has a certain class rating. So it could be like C, B, A, or S class, right? Just like all of the stuff that you find. How much cadmium was that? Is that enough? Yeah, we need 120, and now we need a living pearl. And so, so what you do is you'd find them, you'd keep track of them.
Incoming storm. Units received.
You'd keep track of them, and you'd farm them over and over, and then you'd convert all of the stuff you get into nanites, and then you have lots of nanites, and then you can upgrade your weapon class, which is pretty fun. But anyways, that's gonna be it for me tonight. I've been going for a long time. I'm starting to get really tired, and so I want to say thank you for everyone for being here. Thank you for coming along for this kind of late night thing. And a food recipe for unique process that increases mining yields up to 30%. Oh, interesting. I didn't know about the food recipe. I'll have to check that out. Thank you for the tip, GC. But either ways, I gotta run, and I will catch everyone next time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming along. There will be no stream tomorrow morning. I'm going out of town. But we'll catch everyone on Tuesday for hopefully something with Farming Simulator. But that's gonna be it for me tonight. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you for coming along. A special thank you to all our AI members who keep this channel going. I greatly appreciate all of your support. And until next time, thanks for watching. Have a great one. Bye-bye.